All right, all right. Let's get it started. Let me go ahead and get everything good on my end. I think we're all good. Let me see here. Boom, we got action. What's going on, family? Let me see. Am I coming through clear? We got audio. I believe we do. All right, let me go ahead and shrink my big mug down. Let's jump right into it, man. All right, so we'll have Mike on with us a little bit later. He's currently in traffic, driving through the valleys and hills of Europe. So let me. I just got the phone with him, like, and it's fine. Even the phone acted up, like it was a whole thing. I mean, but then again, he's on an iPhone, so there's always that. Let me see here. All right, this is Mike Castillo. Nah, yeah, yeah, it's that. He's there. He's cheating. All right, let's see here. Man, props to your Lions. I appreciate y'all, man. I was trying not to wear a bunch of Lions gear on y'all today. I ain't gonna lie though. I had another hat that I was looking to save for a rainy day for the Lions, but you know I keep one right near me. It's always on deck. All right, ain't the same old Lions no more. All right, but no, yeah, they had a phenomenal game against the Chiefs, man. So definitely proud of them boys. Hopefully we can keep it up. All right. Let's see here. Let's see. What's going on, EJ? EJ had a nice win this week too. Good win today. Or yesterday, should I say? All right. What's going on, Joya? Let's go Lions. That's what I like to see in the chat. All right, let me stop. You're gonna have me here going on Lions for like 20 minutes. All right, so let me go ahead and get us all set up here. So quick refresh of oldcoingecko.com. Now we got Bitcoin giving us a nice little bit of a dump today. Now, I need to know in the chat, are you bothered by this or are you excited by this? Because I need to do a little quick little barometer check right now. Where are you right now in your gauging of how do you feel? Okay? Let's see here. How about them Cowboys? Man, bro. Giants couldn't do nothing. Let's see here. You guys' defense was crazy. Let's see here. Excited. Says I'm buying DCA. Excited. Let's go. Everybody in here. I saw it. Very excited. I'm very excited. US and A. All right. Let's see here. It says I'm good. What's up, Abel? All right. DCA. Extremely excited. Let's go, Lynette. It says bummed out. I'm too broke to buy more. What up, Pete? I'm bummed out. I can't even get no more. All right. I'm all out of kidneys to sell. Let's see here. It says coin. Right. I already know you going that type of time, Manny. Let's see here. Marcus House says excited. I'm so excited. Let me see. DCA season. Let's go. Listen, it took me so long to figure out what SZN was. I was like, what is SZN? It was like, it's just season. I'm like, oh, like I'm a whole old man at this point. See, here's some selling kidney. Let's see here. I'm too defective to do that. He's so silly, man. Let's see here. Tyrone Bigham's excited level doing a. All right. I love it. Says old timers, bro. Man, listen, I don't understand because everything's like abbreviations and memes and something else doing. I don't even like. I have to have my kids come in and read stuff for me now. I feel like I'm that old. I gotta get a translator for some of the stuff I see on like social media. Like, what is that? They gotta answer it for me. All right. Let's see here. It says, listen here, son. All right, hey, you gonna make me cry? All right, so right now I'm amped. Y'all know me. I told y'all every time this thing dip a little bit more, I'm gonna get a little more excited. So y'all gotta bear with me right now because I'm having like a whole nerd up on. I'm like, I feel like Will Ferrell. He's like, we've come too far to lose our composure. You just throw the chair up against the locker and like semi-pro. Like that's how I feel right now. Like I'm like way over the top excited, but I'm trying to keep it under the wraps because I have to be like, all right, ladies and gentlemen, we prepared for this moment. I'm like, bro, I'm hyped. Okay, I can't wait. But what's really got me excited is all the alts that are dipping right now. Right, so we got ETH down here at 15 Hama. We got Tether hanging out at $1. Who would have thunk it? Right, just below $1. We got BNB at around 205. USD coin below $1 right now. XRP at around 47 cents. We got Lido staked right now, same price as ETH. Doge, no one cares. We got Cardano at 23 cent. I'm loving that. We got Solana right now looking very nice at these levels right here below $20. All right, Tron, no one cares. We got Toncoin. Toncoin at $1 right now, $1.62. We got Polkadot doing this thing right now, loving it. Polygon looking good at 50 cent. Litecoin looking really good below $60. We got Shiba Inu, no one cares. We got Bitcoin. All right, so I'm loving it. I'm loving it. It says you care. P don't care. Don't say it ain't so. All right, so right now everything is looking pretty good for the most part with the price levels we're at. Now I talked to you guys about these levels with Ethereum. Go ahead and get back up on the daily and get you guys together. So right now, I told you guys I'm looking at these zones, and I said once we break lower, because there isn't an infinite amount of buy orders at this level, we could see a nice cascading to the downside. All right. Now before I get here, let me start with Bitcoin first, because I definitely want to cover this before I get to ETH. So just let me kind of, let me kind of work my way over to ETH real quick. All right. So we've seen this, right? Where these wicks have tested and pulled back, tested and pulled back, tested and pulled back, tested and pulled back. And we've been trying to make another run back up, and now we're finally breaking lower. I get it. Everybody's like, what is happening? Is it something crazy? I'm like, no, there's just not an infinite amount of buy orders. It's literally like ice cream on the sidewalk. It's just going to finally just melt and call itself what it is. So seeing what we're seeing right now isn't bad. This isn't anything that's going to be like, oh my gosh, how are we ever going to survive this? I am keeping an eye on this area right up in here. Drag this over. You can see this rally, base, rally. And we've seen price test the level, and now we're back into the zone. If we start breaking deeper back down to these levels around the $23,000 area, we may see a little bit of buying momentum here. There are potential buy orders waiting at this level here. So I think 23 may be a really nice rebound zone. And then again, when I go ahead and draw that fib from that low to that high, you can see how this 618 zone is kind of like right above that area at 23. So we may see price kind of break down, touch 23, and then want to come back and close right around that 24. So we'll keep an eye out on it, but I do think we have more room to fall. And let me go ahead and pull this up because I want to make sure I'm working my way through. All right, a little big right there. There we go. All right, let me go ahead and go to this dollar index. Now, remember way back when I talked to you guys about this dollar index and I said, hey, the dollar looks like it's getting stronger. It may be ready to make another run. And everybody was like, I don't know, Kurt. I think the dollar about to fall off because Byron doing too much and it don't look good for the dollar. And I said, okay. And right now, we just saw the dollar break above some levels. Let me go ahead and get rid of this. This is our 786, 886 zone up here. All right. And now what just happened? The dollar had a zone from high point to low point. And we had a 786, 886 zone from here. What did price do? Tested it, right? Was testing the level, finally broke into the area, retraced back down just to test our trend line that we had already broken. And now we're making a big move above. Huge candles, broke above, held above, and now we got another engulfing, running us back up to this level. And now guess what? We're hanging out at the last area here before we may see another major big run that takes us up into these areas. So what am I saying right now? Do I think we're going to see another major drop for Bitcoin if the dollar has another big run? Potentially. But we have so much news coming up right now. Let me see if I can pull this up for you guys. It's a lot. There's a lot of things happening right now. All right. So there's a couple, not a lot, there's a couple of things, should I say. There's a good amount. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look here. So we got on the ForexFactory.com. If you don't know what Forex Factory is, oh my gosh, it matters. It so matters. Okay, so we have to keep track of the dollar on Forex Factory because this allows us to know exactly when we should be paying close attention to certain types of assets based on what the dollar is going to do, based on certain dollar news and things of that nature. So I'm going to show you guys how to filter this. If you've never done this before, go ahead and take notes because it helps. It's very helpful. All right, so when we come over here and we see filter, you'll click filter. Right now, we don't want to have all these other impact boxes on. Like the gray is very weak. Yellow is like, Orange is okay. Orange isn't bad. It's impactful. Red is the big deal. This is the really big deals can happen from red. All right. And right now, we just want to keep track of the US dollar. So what we're going to do is we're going to uncheck all of these here. All right. And we just want to keep track of the dollar. All right. We're going to apply. And what do we got? All right. We got G20 meetings, September the 10th. So that was yesterday. And now coming up Wednesday, we got CPI. And Thursday, we got unemployment claims. And Friday, we got a little bit of consumer sentiment, University of Michigan consumer sentiment. We got Empire State Manufacturing Index. And then moving forward, we got FOMC statement on the 20th. All right. So right now, this is the big kahuna that everybody's paying attention to. Now, right now, you can see, and also I'm going to show you guys this. We got the previous, which is what people are pretty much already seen, and the forecast. So previous is pretty much where we're at, right? This is where the numbers are as we speak. And then forecast is what we're potentially looking to see them go to, right? So they're saying CPI may see a 0.4% jump. All right, and we're saying right now for FOMC, they're predicting that we're going to have a rate pause and not a rate hike. Now, I don't know if that's going to be accurate based off of how much news we got coming up, because any one of these CPI and unemployment could change this whole trajectory moving forward, right? This is all happening a good amount of time before we get the FOMC news, right? So we got to be mindful. Typically, before we get FOMC news, there isn't a ton of fireworks, right? We're not looking at this thing going, oh my gosh, everything's going to just take place in a couple of hours. Like, no. Most folks are waiting it out. They're looking to see how this stuff plays out. They're not going to be jumping off the porch to make crazy big moves in the market right now. You're usually seeing people kind of wait it out on the sideline. And then once FOMC kind of drops, then we start seeing a lot more people jump into the market, a lot more players come in with more confidence based off of the landscape now, right? Because right now, if you jumped into the market with a big position, it's not necessarily the best move. And I say that because the landscape could change dramatically just from CPI, unemployment, and then leading up to FOMC. All right, so I'm not telling you guys we're going to just see boredom, because we're already seeing some action right now, right? Dollar index is already making a move. If the dollar looks to run up to these levels in the next few days, and we finally get up into a zone somewhere up in here, we could see some fireworks from the FOMC. We could. If not, if it goes stagnant for a while, we see a little back and forth, and eventually it can end up here. But I'm thinking somewhere around the 20th, it makes sense to see price somewhere around these areas, right? So September, I can say September 20th, around those 20 days, like 20th through the 30th, we could see some fireworks. All right, dollar can see some real nice strength, boosting to the upside, and in turn, right, what do we see? Gold having a bit of a pullback last few days. Also with Bitcoin, we can see a little bit more of a pullback. Am I saying we're going to come all the way down to 18? Nah, I don't think we're going to get that far. That just seems like a lot. Do I think we're going to see lower lows? That's a lot. I know some of you guys are like, yes, give us lower low. You got to be mindful of the players that are here right now, right? I keep talking to you guys about the players in the game, all these people that are coming into crypto right now. And when I look at these numbers here, still hanging out at the $1 trillion level, not anything super dramatic happening. Looking at some of the top performers for the last 24 hours, it's really just Trust Wallet. Like nothing dramatic is happening in crypto right now, guys. So for the most part, we're just waiting it out to see how this is going to move, how the FOMC is going to play out. Because I get it, you get excited, you see a nice move like this, and you're thinking, oh man, I should be in on this move. I should be getting in on this sale right now. You don't want to chase this. You just don't, especially when you're running into a wall of potential buyer momentum right here. That's why I drew this white box out so you can see that rally, base rally. If you don't know what that is, I'm going to go ahead and show you real quick because I think it's important that I'm repetitive and I show you guys this stuff. All right. It's like the same slides too. They're so relevant. All right. Let's see. Do I have this one up? No. All right, let me go in here and grab it real quick. And I think it's in crypto slides. All righty. I know it's my continuation slides. I just got to make sure I find it. Nope. It's in my trading slides. When I tell you guys I've organized this like 8 times already, and it just my computer decides what it wants to do. I'm just along for the ride most of the time. All right, and here we go. All right, so it's not the one I wanted. There we go. All right, boom, boom. So this right here is one of my favorite slides. I use this thing all the time. Now, I talked to you guys about how not all supply and demand zones are at the beginning or ends of moves, right? A lot of times they're in the middle of a move. Right now, you can see there's the beginning of the move up here, end of the move down here, beginning of the move up down here, end of the move up here. But in the middle, there are small areas of supply and demand if you know how to identify them. All right? So I love your DVD and RBR slide. It really helped me. I appreciate you, Paul, man. You know, sometimes it's like you try to get people to really like, you know, get the value of some of this stuff. And I think when you have like a visual representation, it just helps you when you see it for yourself on your chart. You're like, I recognize that. I know what that is, right? So like that scene in Marvel when like Captain America finally got a joke. He was like, I recognize that reference. Like he was so happy he knew something. He was like, okay, cool. I ain't that far off, right? But it's kind of like one of those things where you get used to seeing it and then it becomes more familiar to you. And a lot of trading, guys, is honestly it's just pattern recognition, man. Like you get to a place where you've seen it so many times and it just, you know, it's like muscle memory. You see it, you're like, oh, it's just buyers right there. I'm waiting for a move, right? And then you get used to drawing your fibs out and then you layer this kind of stuff on top of it and it's just like, bruh. And I'll show you some examples if you want me to, but right here, DBDs are bearish formations created by a pause in the directional movement down, right, and become areas of supply. So in this example, price was moving fast, paused for a moment, and then continued to move fast. So this area right here is telling us that not everybody got their orders filled, right? And that's the one thing I want you guys to start really leaning into is like supply and demand instead of support and resistance. Because when you see the market in the terms of supply and demand, now you see it in the sense of orders, and there's a certain amount of buy orders here, a certain amount of sell orders there. And when you can identify where the orders are waiting, yeah, now you're like, okay, well, I can take a better opportunity, have a higher ratio of success if I'm waiting for where there's an imbalance of orders, right? And that's the whole thing. I want you guys to start really seeing the market as where are the imbalances, where are the big imbalances. We know price of an area down here at the bottom on this, there's a big imbalance of buyers here. Price move fast. Pause for a second. Left fast, there's a big imbalance of buyers here. So when we get a retracement back down in this area, we may see that same imbalance pay dividends again. Right? Should be a knee-jerker when you see it now. At this point, man, Dow, seriously, because like I've shown this slide like hundreds of times. Like if you're not getting it, I don't know what to say. But I know we get new students on, so I want to make sure I'm giving everybody opportunity to really learn. Just get screenshots of this. I can do the whole Vanna White thing. Like, yes, as you can see, yes, a new car. All right, it's a whole thing. It's a whole vibe. Y'all like that little movement right there. I had y'all going like, oh, look at this swag. And yes, I got my hair did. See some scalp. All right, anyway, so you see now DBDs have areas where we see there's a drop, base, drop. That's what DBD stands for. And now you have an opportunity to price retrace, take advantage. All right. Since I've screenshotted it, all right, dividends, let's talk about stocks. Right, let's meet us, let's go. All right, so where's Mike at? Mike is still on the road right now. He'll be, I think he's going to jump on like the last half if he can, because when I talked to him, he said they were like 50 minutes, and that was like maybe like 30 minutes ago, right? So he might still be 10 minutes, 15 minutes away from his destination. And even then, he's got to like hurry up, run in, plug the computer in, get on Wi-Fi. So we'll give him a little bit of time to show up, but it's all good. It's all good. All right. Says you did your hair again, Kurt. Yeah, because I scheduled my appointment to get my hair done so I could do the Croatia trip. But I couldn't do the Croatia trip because I had to take care of the babies. But I wasn't going to cancel that appointment. So I had to go ahead and get my hair done anyway. This is Kurt, your solo channel. But y'all so petty. No, I got to pick up the slack with him. You know how it is. Like when somebody's on the road, and that's the beautiful thing about having a partner. So if I'm like on the road or something like that, Mike can jump on the class and I can try to hop on, or vice versa. So it's that you know, that love situation. I got my bro's back. He got my back. All right, let's see here. She's got up early for your session. I appreciate you, man. Goes a long way. Oh, that's Maria. My bad, Maria. Appreciate you, Maria. See here. So there's no Mike. Had a swell time. Let him rest. Hey, man, listen, he been all over the place doing it. Because when we do events, I know for you guys, a lot of times you think the event's just like, oh, they're gonna go on stage and then party and all that kind of stuff. We're doing masterminds, we're doing meetups, we're doing dinners with the chairman, dinners with corporate, dinners with the leaders. We're like everywhere. Like it's nonstop. The moment we land, it's just go, 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 and everything's like on a time schedule. So it's like you just moving from place to place to place. It's a lot. It's a lot. See here. We're waiting for your own channel. Man, y'all got me over here. I'm on with y'all again later on tonight at 9 anyway. We're doing mindset, so it's gonna be fire. All right, and we're gonna do like a follow up from the mindset call we just did on Monday. We're gonna be doing the Master Keys of Success again. So yeah, it's gonna be a lit call, and I'm gonna squeeze a little bit of other stuff in there too. You know, I'm just bring some old heat for y'all. So yeah, it's gonna be fire. Tonight's gonna be lit. All right, but yeah, man, like getting back to the class, you see here we had a bit of a rally base. Rally, and I'm going to show you guys this real quick. All I'm going to do is just box up the red candle. All right, and I'm going to drag this across, and I want you to see what it looks like. Are you paying attention to how price reacted to this area? We wanted to see buyer momentum when price got back to this zone, and it's right above a zone, a 786, 886. We were excited. Price left the area quickly. We know there's an imbalance of buyers here. Price came down and immediately wiped out all the buy orders here. So now when we see price break below and stay below, retest, get pushed back down again, we know there's no longer any real buyers here. Now what happens? Price tries to break above. The fake out breakout trapped a lot of people in this buy. And this is what I told you guys on the last session. I said there's no more dumb money left in the market. All right? We know that. Like right now, if you're still in this space, you know pretty much what you're looking at. You're here for the long haul, right? You're not here saying any minute Dogecoin, Elon baby. Like you're not doing that right now. That's not the energy that a lot of participants have in crypto at the moment. So a lot of the hype, a lot of the get rich quick people are not in this space. So they have to do manipulative moves like this to trap a lot of people in buys. Yeah, vets only right now. It's a lot of tried and true crypto holders in the space right now. And they know this. They know they can't trick you guys with hype and, you know, a bunch of, you know, court cases being won, and we're going to be like, yeah, we're going to come running in with all of our bags. Like, we know we a little smarter than that. We know we need a couple more things to take advantage of this stuff, right? So a lot of people that were new or got caught up on the hype, or they saw the news of, you know, Coinbase winning their court case, and everybody was like, yeah, we're gonna see, or Grayscale winning their court case. Everybody was excited. Yeah, we knew what this was. We weren't excited. It was great, you know, it was positive news, but we know we need more than that. We need to know, are banks being able to access crypto right now? No? Okay. Nope. Did Jerome Powell say the word rate cut? No? Oh, okay. Wait, did we get any regulation right now? Oh, no. Okay. Wait, was there an ETF launched? No? Oh, okay. Like, then no. Like this was a non-starter for all of us. We were like, I mean, it's cool, right? We were yawning like it's cool, but this ain't the thing. So when we saw price drop back below, came right back and retested, almost like this never even happened. Right? This almost never happened. When we broke back below, retested off the same area, finally broke down lower. This area kept, knowing what this was, kept us on the right side of the market. Is that making sense for you guys? Are you understanding why I show that same slide over and over and over and over? So when you see a fast moving market and it pauses and it moves fast again, that is a nugget that you don't want to ignore. It's the first thing I saw when I saw that candle go up. I was like, up, check CoinGecko. Yeah, man. Like, so listen, let me just double back. So now what are we seeing again over here? A rally, base, rally, and prices come back and tested it once. So we've already filled some buy orders here. There's not an infinite amount of buy orders, but when we came back, we saw what? The big jump up that got us a new high. Awesome, great, phenomenal, love it, want more of it, right? We're excited, right? Everybody's amped up about all of that. Yes, we saw what we needed to see. Then we came back, wicked off of it, moved up quickly again, and it came back down. Tested it again with a wick, moved back up, hanging out here. Now we're deep into the zone. There's not an infinite amount of buy orders here. So meaning if this area doesn't hold, you see what there's another big move back down here to this level. And if we look over just so slightly, there's a bit of a drop, base, drop. You see how the market leaves these little nuggets all over the place. You see these little clues. The market's been communicating with you. You're just trying to decipher and translate what it's actually saying. So you're starting to get a better handle on this stuff. So yes, we're seeing some areas right now where there may be some opportunities for really good opportunities. The market may jump back up again. We may see another failure. I want to see how price is going to move from here. And I already told you guys, like for me, I'm looking at the bigger picture. I want to see low point to the high point. And right here, inside of this green and gold, is a lot of opportunity within these two areas. So I do believe price is going to come down to the 23, if not down to the $22,000 area. And this is for sure going to be something I'm keeping an eye out on. I definitely want to make sure that this area is something we could definitely take advantage of if and when we see price come down to this zone. And then, like I said before, there's so much going on right now with FOMC. There's so much going on right now with unemployment. There's so much going on right now with PPI. There's so much more going on right now with CPI. So we got all of this news going on for the dollar. And right now we're also seeing the dollar strengthen on the dollar index. And I've had this harmonic up here for months. If you seen me drop this harmonic up here, put a 222 in the chat. If you see me put this harmonic up here on this dollar index, it's been here for months. And I've been slowly saying, let's keep an eye out on these levels, guys. We may see some buyer momentum anywhere inside this green box. I know we've tested it a couple times, but this is typically where it happens. And sure enough, price bounced lower, bounced even lower still, and now we're getting a relief rally. We're breaking out, making higher highs now, because this is the BOS we wanted to see, the break of structure. We finally got it. Any pullback from here is a bullish pullback for the dollar. So if this was hypothetically, right? Let's kind of hypothetical for a second. Hypothetically speaking, if this was our high point, okay, and I had a low point to a high point here, I would be looking at 50% 618 zone for price to pull back, bounce off of this, and then run back up again. I would. I honestly would. If I saw prices starting to pull back and it broke a 236, it came down to 382, and it finally got into the zone, it's a wrap. I would be all over Bitcoin, watching that pullback. I would be, oh snap, we got Mike in the building. I would be non-stopping right now. But I want to see what this dollar does because we do have so much positive news. All right. Hey, we got Mike in the building. Let me go ahead and get the audio all good. Yo, there we go.
We took a wrong turn and added an hour to our destination.
No, you guys made it. That's all that matters. Let's see here. Boom, there it is there. I was like, everybody like, where's Mike? I'm like, he has to get to the location, get his laptop out, plug it in, and connect the Wi-Fi. Like, let's give him some time to get situated first, guys. He's got to cut the MetaMask avatar on. He's got to do a lot of stuff right now. All right.
That doesn't work out here. It's working actually, but I'm not going to use it today because we're not going to do it today. It's a special day.
So yeah, I was just kind of going over a couple of things. I was talking to these guys about some of the things I was seeing right now in the market and how we got a lot of dollar news coming up this week. And then I know next week we're going to have FOMC news. So I'm like, typically before we get to these big, monumental news days, we got to be very mindful of the market. You don't get a lot of crazy moves. So for us right now to be seeing Bitcoin taking a little bit of a dip today, it's not anything too crazy, but I've already seen Wix test these levels. And, we got a little bit of a, structural situation going on to the left with a nice rally-based rally. Let me get this out of the way. All right, we have price rally up, pause for a moment, and continue to rally. We've already tested this level multiple times here, and here. So this third retest, or fourth retest, should I say, isn't holding a lot of strength. If anything, we're going to push deeper into the zone, and 23 may definitely be in play right now. And if we can't hold at 23, I'm thinking we're going to come running right down into these levels here at around 22 to 21,000. There isn't a lot of friction slowing us down from getting down into these levels right now. So dollar's getting stronger by the day. Everything right now is taking a little bit of a dip. I was even looking at the S&P right now, and I'm like, S&P seems to be wanting to bounce back up as well. I think all this stuff is just completely hype driven. There isn't a whole lot of positivity moving around in all these different areas that people just see money flowing into. And I know with crypto right now, it's a little more difficult for us. Like I said, the on-ramps aren't as plentiful as they once were. So we see people leaving easier than it is to come back in. So we have to be very mindful of just the landscape and the situation and the environment that we're currently sitting in. Not to mention, when I go back over to Bitcoin and I go to this weekly time frame and we cut on the good old death cross here, we're looking at a scenario where is it on a daily or is it on a weekly? Yeah, we're getting closer. I think it's the 50. My bad, guys. This is the 200 and the 100. I got to go back and make this a 50 so y'all can really see it. Yeah, it's a whole thing. Is it the monthly or is it the... Yeah, it's on the weekly. Yeah, because I was looking at the daily. No, it's a daily, yeah. So we're having a potential lineup where we could see a death cross on the daily chart for Bitcoin. Now, the last time we got one of these was up here, when we finally broke down and price broke below, retested off, and broke even lower. So right now, that's the biggest, scare tactic that everybody's pretty much throwing around right now is we're going to have a potential death cross from Bitcoin. It's right there. Price is already below. It may come back up and retest off of the red line again and drop even lower. And we're going to see a lower point. I'm like, guys, relax. Like, we're already past a lot of this area where people are terrified of seeing lower lows. And I know, and I just want to be very clear because I know I'm preaching to the choir. I know I got Mike in here with me right now. We got almost 100 people on the call. If anybody here is terrified of seeing prices go lower and make a lower low, do me a favor and drop a 333 in the chat if you're scared. I just want to see how many 333s we see from scared people.
I'm watching it.
It's funny to see the chat do nothing when you say when you say drop a 333 and you see a cricket pop up on the. There's probably people looking for like cricket emojis right now.
You got to search that one.
Right, it's one person scared. Right, you want to be the standout. Because I'm scared I don't have enough money to put in the market. That's where we all are right now. That's where we all are right now. But nobody's scared of the price action going that low because we know there's an opportunity. There's an opportunity there that we won't see duplicated again. And for me, I'm amped up. I know Death Cross scares the heebie-jeebies out of everybody else. But I'm like, you got to look at what happens when these take place in the situations they take place in, right? We saw one happen back here. Price broke below, retested off the red line, and consistently respected our 200 moving average here. And we dropped lower, broke back above. And guys, after we saw that huge run up, I'm going to make it even clearer for you. I'm going to go here to the BLX chart so you can really see what it looks like. All right. You get this fib out of the way. I don't want to confuse anybody. Back here, Death Cross. We had a golden cross. Listen, there was another death cross before the halving, guys. Are you seeing what I'm saying? There were a couple of them. Back and forth, and then we finally broke and ran to the upside, right? So now we've had one here. We're probably going to have a couple of these back and forth movements, breaking above, pulling back. I don't understand when people see this stuff happen and they get terrified, but pay attention to that first death cross after price got into the green zone. What did it look like the last time we got one? We broke into our green zone, had a death cross. It was really nice, wasn't it? I'm going to pull a fib up for you. Low point to the high point. Landed right in our 50% 618 zone. Bounced around here for a while. Finally took off. COVID happened. Came down to a 786 level and ran back up again. All of this screams dollar cost average. Dollar cost. We can look again if you guys don't believe me. We can go over here to another one. So that way you guys can see it fully again. Now this is in the earlier days when Bitcoin was like $100. But we saw what? Both times, right? We had a death cross here and we were in the consolidation area. Price broke above and broke back down and finally broke back above again, right? And then after that, it stayed above and kept running. But we saw a death cross as well before we got to halving. So death crosses before halving are actually very normal. I don't want you guys spazzing out when you see this stuff happen. Like, oh my God, no, every time I get into crypto, right? This is what is a death cross. So a death cross is essentially whenever, I'm going to pull this up again so you guys can see the numbers. Whenever a 200 moving average, which is our red line, and the green line, the 50 simple moving average, cross on either a daily or a weekly time frame. They've happened multiple times. People make them so much bigger than what they really are. But I know you guys will see this stuff on social media. You're going to see it on YouTube. You're going to see it on Twitter. You're going to see it on IG. If you're following anybody crypto related, they're going to start throwing death cross stuff up because you know what happens. Negativity gets way more eyes on it than it does positivity. So nothing super dramatic. It's just two lines crossing in the night. That's pretty much, and it's normal to see it happen in these times because we're seeing the market start to find new levels and new stabilization zones and new areas of demand, new areas of supply. There's new price discovery happening, right? Price is looking to find new levels, and right now you're just seeing that. Obviously, we just saw price hold here for weeks, and we're seeing a nice push lower to test some new levels. We're looking to see where the buyers are waiting. Where is the real demand? All right, and I told you, this is an area we may see more demand pop up from here, but if we break lower, I assure you there's going to be some buyers down here at these $20,000 levels. And it might not be who you think. It might not be the mom and pop that you think that are taking care of this stuff every day. Oh, we're going to come in at dollar cost average. This might be BlackRock's target. This might be Fidelity's target. This might be Charles Schwab's target because we all know what's coming. All right, we talked about this. We know these guys are going to show up. All these ETF dates, right? Exchange traded funds. We talked about this over and over and over. This means when these get approved, these entities, BlackRock, Bitwise, ARK, Kathy Wood with ARK Investments, right? We got Investco with Galaxy, right? Galaxy Digital, Fidelity, Valkyrie. When all of these players show up, they have to go buy the physical Bitcoin, meaning they got to go to miners, they got to go to exchanges, they got to go over the counter, they got to figure out whatever they can to get as much BTC as possible. And they don't want to buy it at the prices that we have right now. They want this stuff way cheaper. And I told you guys, when they buy Bitcoin, we don't see it. They've already been buying Bitcoin over the counter. So when they start to sell, they sell on exchanges, but they buy in secret. Are you seeing what I'm saying right now? Chart doesn't move when they buy. It only moves when they sell.
Yep.
So they're going to make a profit on this regardless. They're going to buy it, sell it, watch it drop down, and then buy it up again for cheaper on the exchange they just sold it to. We call this magical word called manipulate. So we already know what's happening in the background, and we're just a part of the game because I told you guys, when the big boys show up, the Charles Schwabs, the BlackRocks, the Grayscales, the Fidelities, the JP Morgans, they're going to bring the same bad habits from stocks and all the other stuff into this space. I'm excited. I'm amped up about it. I'm super duper just overjoyed, but I have to be very poised about how we analyze this and how we attack it. Because for newer students, your excitement can be mistaken, and you can come in and just be clicking bye at levels where there isn't any real risk to reward for you. You're just excited. That's not a strategy. That's not duplicatable. That's the point of coming to these classes, so you can understand the things we do. When we do click the button to buy or sell, it has to be a win-win for your account. The risk to reward has to be so attractive, you just got to take the opportunity. But when you got situations like this, where you've seen price already test multiple times at these levels, and we're looking to see if we're going to get any kind of stabilization, and we got all of this news coming up for the dollar left and right, you got to be a little more patient, guys. You can't just be like, oh, everything's a go. Like, no, it's not a go right now. The landscape could change tomorrow off of one news update, literally. So you really want to be careful about just diving in, throwing capital at this stuff when you know there's bigger plays being made in the background. Your job is to simply right now, DCA. If you don't know what DCA is, it stands for dollar cost averaging. It just simply means every week in intervals, you decide to grab a little bit of crypto, maybe a little bit of Bitcoin, maybe a little bit of Ethereum, maybe a little bit of, Solana, maybe a little bit of Cardano, maybe a little bit of Polkadot, whatever you choose to get, maybe a little bit of, Chainlink. You do your research and you say, you know what, regardless of the price, I'm going to get $20 today. I'm going to get $10 today. I'm going to get $50 today, whatever it may be. And now you're just putting some skin in the game because I'm telling you, Historically, whenever we see price at these areas, from red to gray to green to purple, after the halving, price pretty much matures after those times over and over and over again. And right now, we're currently in that green phase where we're headed towards that purple phase, last bit of accumulation, and then we got the halving coming up next year. You're not going to be upset that you were dollar cost averaging in the green box. All right? Nobody in the history of crypto is, I'm so mad I bought right here. Oh my God, I'm kicking myself every day for buying here. No one's doing that. No one's upset. And obviously, I'm preaching to the choir because I saw nobody put a 333 in the chat for price dipping lower right now. So you guys are pretty much saying, Kurt, quit talking to me about what's going to happen and tell me where I should be clicking the button at. Right? And I'm just going to say, I'm not sure where we should be getting in at. Maybe you can find a good area for yourself, and that would make sense for you if one of any of these zones potentially would make sense. I don't know what zone to tell you to pay attention to. Okay? So maybe if you get the hint, you'd pay attention to certain areas. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. All right. So with that being said, how was your drive, Mike?
Oh, bro, it was good. You know, a couple hours, a couple exits missed, but no, Maurice got us here safely, and we got our live analysis session in an hour, and then we have a midnight mastermind with some of the teams. We drove to another city, but no, appreciate you, Kurt, holding it down. What I would like,
hold it down. That's what we do.
yeah. What I want to do is I actually stole one of the presentations that was released in Zagreb, and I got it on my computer.
Oh, let's get it.
I need to see some excitement in the chat. I need to know that you're promoting this go live right now, because I'm going to actually share with you the next phase of this company and this package and what we are going to be able to do over the next 18 months. It's going to be incredible. So let some people know. We're going to give you 30 seconds to spread the word. This was, my opinion, was the best convention I've ever been to in 11 years in this industry. And the announcement that was made, there's a few. I'm going to give you one today regarding what we do on Go Live, is just put it in the chat, more value. So let's get into this. I want to go over this. Can you throw me a co-host, please? I want you guys to make sure you guys are paying attention. You guys are able to spread this the right way, because you might have seen some changes, but you're like, what's going on? So put a 1 in the chat if you can see my screen, and let's kick this thing off. Let's make this thing full screen. Boom. Everybody can see that. Let me make sure. Okay, awesome. So this was actually Daniel Lopez's presentation. If you don't know who he is, he's the head of education now. He helped really launch the TBX package, and obviously, you know, that was a huge success. You know, before, this is where we were. I'm going to show you where we were. But here's a quote from Steve Jobs. Write it down. You can take a picture of this. And this is really one of the visions of the company. Our goal is to make the best devices in the world, not to be the biggest, right? That was Apple's. We're doing this now with education, with trading, with all this innovation that's happening inside of this company. I think I got to scroll down here. So obviously, if you don't know, this company is now 10 years old, right? We just hit our 10-year anniversary on July 4th. We're about to be going on year 11. And let's get into this. Obviously, we saw this with the iPhone. And this is where we were less than 24 hours ago, right? Put a 1 in the chat if you had any of these academies, right? All of you. Everybody here had one of these or 2 of these or multiple or all of these academies. But it's time to innovate. And that's what the company did this weekend, that myself and Kurt, we maybe had a little idea, but we really didn't understand like what was going to happen. So let's get into this. How are we going to innovate is the question. So from this point moving forward, TBX and Forex is now one academy.
Mm-hmm.
Same price, more value.
Let's go.
Because it's all foreign exchange markets. So now there's no, when you're getting people started or any of that stuff, now it's one academy, foreign exchange. Stick with me here. Stick with me here. Put a 7 in the chat if you're ready for this. I don't have music around me. Put a 7 in the chat if you're ready for this one. Now remember, there's no more Forex Academy. There's no more TBX Academy. there's no more DCX Academy.
Nope.
Let me introduce you to now. Oh, actually, let's actually show this real quick. In the Forex Exchange Academy, and this is something I recommend everybody here has because you're a trader. There's 7 scanners, 20 strategies, 50 educators. You're not going to watch all 50, please understand. Maybe we can talk, and we're going to bring on different guests on our channel. 400 hours a week though, 18 languages, 3 apps. Amazing, incredible. Forex is the foundation, and if you don't know it, you should.
Yeah.
But what's next? What's next? And yes, DCX will always be in our hearts. We'll know who the OG students, Kurt, who they are if they ever say that in the chat.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Those 3 letters. Who's ready for what the evolution of this package though? Let me introduce you guys now to the Stocks and Crypto package.
Mm-hmm.
Where we're not only teaching crypto, but now merging SFX into our package and creating stocks and crypto. We now have a lot of different lanes.
Yes.
We're going to bring you clarity on all of these lanes, and you get access to some pretty amazing educators as well on the SFX coming into DCX. Kurt, what first impression? You see the slide. What are you thinking?
Bro, I'm thinking about all the collabs I can do now. Like, that's for me, because I love the fact that Carolyn, she trades Fibonacci. She's like the Fibonacci queen. I love fibs. So now I can do an actual call with Carolyn, talking fibs with her. It's going to be toupees and wigs in the parking lot from all them blown minds from breaking all this stuff down. Then, I think that Patrick Kenny is like the Tom Brady of stock trading. Like, he's the most calm dude you would ever meet. And he's a beast at what he does. So I'm like, now I get to do a call with PK, and we can just vibe out, crack jokes, and just have a whole time. So I'm like, dude, now we just added a whole nother layer of edutainment on top of what we already had going on with crypto. We already know crypto is the most amazing place right now with just the fact we got DeFi, we got NFTs, we got leverage, we got non-leverage, we got all the innovation that's taking place in this space with AI and everything else. There's nothing like crypto anywhere in the world. But now with stocks, the traditional lane that's brought so many people to, financial literacy, brought so many people to financial freedom, now we're mixing in crypto with stock education and having Forex as one package with TBX. It just makes everybody's learning a lot more centralized now and much more efficient. You can come in and get exactly what you need, not have to spend a ton of new money, and now you're just knocking it out, getting the best of everything the company has to offer without having to open up your wallet again. It was a win-win. This was a home run for me.
And think about it, guys. So now your Empower package, okay, if you just want to do trading, for example, is now Forex Exchange, foreign exchange, and stocks and crypto. So you're getting 4 academies for the same price of 1 Empower package for the price of 2. Guys, I want you to drop some 7s in the chat if you're excited about the new stocks and crypto. I'm going to send this to all the different educators in our chat. Go crazy in the chat if you're excited about this. What's good, everybody? We have me and Kurt are live. Kurt, say what's up.
What's up, Kurt?
Okay, that's interesting. People are excited. Let's go. Let's run. Now, I think there's a little bit more. There's actually a little bit more here. Let me see. Okay, let's go over here. Right, we got 2 scanners, 4 strategies. That number is going to be going up. 20 educators, 139 hours. This is a week of live education, right? 12 languages, 1 app, right? And you can kind of see all the different things, all the different academies had a complete revamp. Now, let me actually show this to you guys on Go Live of what this looks like. So when you go into Go Live, some of you guys probably already saw it, right? Some of you guys already saw it because you had to come on this class. You can see it's already labeled. You can see when you click stocks and crypto, all of the educators, okay, are here. Now, does this mean you should start watching like every single person? No, because you're going to get confused, especially if you're brand new. There's still going to be fast starts in place. We're going to be having some new fast starts in all of our channels. But now you can see, you have Patrick Kenny, you have all the educators that were in SFX now over here. Anastasia is incredible. There are some Spanish educators, if you speak Spanish, that we're going to be working with as well. You have Ace Enders. I don't know what time this is. This is, I think, in the afternoon on Monday through Friday. Incredible. Now on the products, now take a look at this. Take a look at this. If you don't know, there was some new products that launched this weekend in Zagreb. One of them, and I believe we're going to be able to teach on these sessions as well, is called Auris or Auris. I think it's Auris, okay? And this is a scanner for gold that is available for if you have the foreign exchange or the stocks and crypto. So guess what me and Kurt are allowed to be talking about? Gold on these sessions and going over a scanner for gold. Who's excited about that?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Right.
more value. Okay, I think I had this open up on another screen. Let's pop this thing open. For the same price. And you can see this was a session this morning that Mr. Evan Cabral called out. This was this morning or earlier today. A zone for a gold sell, potential bearish educational idea, and the market broke through the second zone. If you guys see what I see, this was a very, very simple setup here at 1930. There's an algorithm running behind the scenes. And then you have these huge red zones where you're looking to exit. This was about a 1. If you would have had your risk right above that high, you had a 1 to 6 risk to reward on this new Auris scanner. Okay. I don't know if you guys are not excited about this. I don't know what you're doing. So those are some updates. Everybody, is there any chats on this? We will be getting into some analysis, right? You know, me and Kurt have kind of talked about, right, like the Coinbase stock. Well, now we can get a little bit more in depth with it from a technical analysis perspective. And we're going to be able to go through some of these pairs with you guys. So it's exciting times, Kurt.
Yes.
Exciting times.
Even the new back office is beautiful. Being able to like organize everything.
Yep.
With
Oh yeah,
the
on
way
the
you
back,
can go through your
back end
teams
side.
and everything. I'm like, oh my gosh, bro.
It's simple. So just a couple quick things as I wrap up my part. You know, what's going on in the market? This is like really the big talk around town. Is there's selling pressure in the market now because the charts are showing it to us. But you do have potential liquidations of $3 billion in crypto. Now, in my opinion, this is a potential buy to sell to buy move, right? You have obviously FTX, Alameda Research. They were holding a lot of Solana and a lot of other assets. And they're saying September 13th, there could be a potential liquidation of those assets. Now, why would they liquidate them if they're trying to relaunch the exchange? And these assets that they're liquidating, isn't that people's money?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm still a little confused on this. It's a proposed plan. I guess they need the money, right? But it's obviously affecting the price of the markets. So you look at something like Sol. I know Kurt went over Bitcoin. This is really, I think, a zone here for an exchange idea on Sol that we'll send out via Swipecoin. And even a leverage swing, $14 to $16. I mean, could this come back down and reset January? Potentially. But this is a zone. Put this in your chart. I'm actually going to send this to you guys in the chat right now. This would be a zone that I'm watching. I'll cover a little bit more on this on our live analysis session in an hour. I'll be hosting that. Can I not? There you go. There's the TradingView link in there. But I am watching this level on Sol. And I don't know if you guys saw, but the total crypto market cap went under $1 trillion.
Mm-hmm.
So this is going to be an interesting push. If Bitcoin doesn't hold here, like Kurt explained, 21, 22 is definitely in the cards here. And it could be a fast move back into this candle where all the volume pushed down to this candle right here. 21, 22,000. So it looks pretty bad right now, but looks really bad to retail, but smart people are getting excited. So be smart though. This could easily take out this wick and we could see a lot of liquidations here. So these are the prices though we've been waiting for. DOT just hit potential entry 2. You have, looking at our exchange ideas, you have really, these are the next 4 exchange ideas for myself. Sand, I want to see Sand under 25 cents. I think this could be one of those plays that we look back on. Chainlink probably just activated. It's about to, I think. It's about to.
Yeah, it's right there.
This is about to activate as an exchange idea. You see a lot of money here. Let's see if we can catch this push up. And then Matic, I know Kurt's. What do you think about 40 cents? This looks.
Bro. Honestly, I'm thinking we might be able to get it at maybe 30. I think once it's all done, bro, I think we can, I think
could go into this.
I think it wants to come back to, I think we can get a 30, bro. And if we can get a 30 out of Matt, that's one of those scenarios where you just look back and smile like, yep, I did that. Like, but you guys really, this is the time to really start getting excited. The company right now is getting to a place where, and I said this before, like we're maturing into a new space. We're maturing into a new level of value. We're maturing into a new level of efficiency, so we can run in a way where anytime someone comes in, the results can just be duplicatable. And we're also looking to make things extremely simplistic, right? Because I think that's one of the things as well that IM does really well is it takes something that's complicated and we make it very simplistic. We make it very easy for people to digest and apply. And the goal is to always be fixing that side of things, like never getting comfortable with what we have, but just bettering our best and challenging ourselves to make things much more efficient, much more simplistic, much more efficient, much more simplistic. Nothing harder than that, guys. It's making sure you guys can get what we're sharing with you guys in a much more duplicatable way every chance we get.
Amen. And as students, as everybody in the chat and that's listening, like all of the educators, we're all on the same page. And it's important for you to know that we had meetings in Zagreb, we have group chats, we have commodity, I think that's how you say it, we have community inside of the educators right now at an all-time high where everybody is working together to make this the company and make this the place that you can come, you can learn, and whatever results you get, that's up to you. But this is a place you're going to be able to learn and do what you got to do, if you get what I'm saying. And in this space, and it's growing, it's evolving. And this weekend really showed me, right? I've been in this company 6 years. Kurt's been involved with 7.
Yeah, going on my 8th now, yeah.
So we've been here for quite some time, and our wish and our goal is how long we've been in the company. Imagine where you're going to be in 6 years, in 7 years. It's just I get goosebumps just even thinking about that for some of our students.
That is crazy. It'll be 8 years in December, bro. Sheesh.
You OG. Let's have some willing to the chat for Curtis Cobain, because without Kurt, I mean, I'm not here. Definitely. I mean, our previous package name isn't probably here either. So, show some love,
man. It's you don't think about it like that. Though. I've been in DCX for so long, bro. Like it just feels like it's a part of me. Like you don't think about it in a way where it's like oh man, it's just a thing I do. It's like I'm so immersed in what we do here. And people always ask, like, are you going to stay? I'm like, I'm never leaving IM. IM is home. I'm like, what do you mean? I don't know anything else. I don't want to know anything else. Like, I'm good. Like, what Chris Terry has done here, the environment, the structure, the packages, just the value alone. Everybody wants to be what we are. Like, dude, everybody wants to be what we are. Like, why would I run around trying to reinvent the wheel when it ain't broke? Like, dude, we straight. I feel like Lil Wayne. I stood still. I got a good deal. Like, I'm in a place where I want to be. I love seeing you guys' testimonies. I love being at the events with you guys, just vibing with you guys, having those memorable moments. Like, I'm jealous I get a chance to go. I saw that room. I was like, sheesh. But yeah, next one for sure. Where's the next one going to be at again, bro?
It's going to be in Budapest.
Budapest, let's go.
IMacademy.event. So if you're in Europe or anywhere in the world, the next event, and I never thought I'd go to Hungary, okay? I used to not make fun of the country, but like the name, like Hungary, like why would I ever think about going there? Isn't that kind of crazy? And then now our next convention is there, like so wild. Budapest, February 15th, February 18th. All roads lead to Budapest.
You got to be hungry and hungry. Let's go.
Yeah. Man, amazing. Maurice, is that you?
Oh, it's someone else.
Oh, we have a little special guest here.
Hey, let's go.
Hold up. Oh, well, here we go.
We got the wheel man himself.
Guest here. Oh, thanks for getting my camera.
For next time, you can see
Oh,
better.
here we go.
Hey, let's go.
Hey, real quick, why are you excited? Come take a seat, buddy. Why are you excited about the new evolution, innovation, right? Is the word we use.
Okay, first of all, let me confront this man. You're stealing my partner away from me. Every week I'm looking for I can't take it. I just can't take it no more.
Oh God.
I'm sorry. It's like it's better in Europe.
Both wearing
We had a happy home, you home wrecker. I'm just talking stuff, man. I love it, man. This is one of those times in the company, man, where people are brand new. They come in and they get so excited about what's going on right now. But this is the perfect time to start looking to really be the next wave. Being a part of something like this is monumental. Like IEM's grown and matured so much, and this next wave that we're gonna see is gonna be game changer. But I'm gonna let Maurice take it over, man. I'm just glad to see my bro on the call every time we get Maurice on. I'm scared he's gonna say something I have to go do some research on every time.
No, I'm excited. I'm really, really excited. Where was the question?
Just everything coming together this weekend. You know, stocks and crypto. I showed them the Go Live educators. We edified everybody. The amount of value, same price, way more value.
Amazing.
Yeah, what was your takeaway?
It's one of the biggest changes, or like one of the best changes that the company probably has ever done. Because since this weekend, every single customer gets 100% more value in the Empowered package. Instead of 2, you get access to all 4 trading academies. Everything's there, foreign exchange for you guys, cryptocurrencies, stocks, whatever you want to learn, you can get access to it now.
Yeah.
They say no way. Some people don't even know yet.
No, I did. You guys rewatched this session that we just got on here. I went through the whole presentation. I stole Daniel's presentation. Don't tell me. I stole the whole PowerPoint.
It's good. It's steal it. Like for those of you who don't know, guys, last day on convention in the Europe convention, which was last weekend, yesterday on Sunday, they announced that from now on, the FRX and TBX package is the same. So it's now called foreign exchange. You have everything in one package, same price. So what you paid for the Forex package before, you're getting Forex and TBX both combined in the now called foreign exchange package. And now same for crypto, where we had DCX before and SFX for stocks. And now crypto and stocks is combined in one package. So that means that all of you guys who are on the DCX package, you get access for free now to stocks. And every single one of you who was maybe on FRX, DCX and Empowered, or TBX, DCX, doesn't matter. You can get access now to everything that you can find on the back then FRX, TBX side, which is now called just foreign exchange, everything put together. And then the Empowered package, now you have everything. You have foreign exchange, which includes FRX, TBX, and you have stocks and crypto, everything in Empowered. 4 academies instead of 2 for the same price.
Yeah.
Bro, the people in America woke up yesterday like, oh my God, what happened in Europe 6 hours ahead? 6 hours ahead.
This is crazy. Yo, you can pin something in the chat? I didn't know that. Oh, I gotta pin this is home on all of my sessions.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's the motto.
Wow. Yeah, it's amazing, guys. I'm really, really, really excited. We have never had such a big change for the company, and especially for you guys as the customers. It's the biggest change because you get 100% more value for the same price.
Amazing. Well, guys,
I give it back to the legends, guys, because I know you want to learn something about crypto. You want to learn something about like what's going on. Those guys here, like the guy, how do I do that? Like here, the guy sitting.
the other way. You had it.
Oh, I had it. Okay, the guy sitting down
yeah,
here, guys.
lower.
The guy sitting down. Oh, this guy sitting down here. And of course, also Mikey, guys. Watch them, keep watching them, keep getting plugged in DCX, especially in the Go Live sessions, guys. This is the heart of the company. This is really where the value is. So make sure you're on the sessions all the time. You're watching the replays if you haven't been on the sessions.
Yeah.
And let's go, guys. See you tomorrow on NF Tuesday. Let's
go.
with me.
Appreciate you, bro.
Of course.
Let's get it.
Kurt, I'll pass it to you guys. We have in a second, buddy. I gotta finish Go Live. DCX Live.
He just offered you some food.
Yeah, you offered me some pizza.
See, man, y'all over here having dinner and what time is it over there?
Kurt, book of, it's like 10 o'clock.
See, nope.
You know, it's not a steak. I should be eating steak only, but we're gonna let it slide. Guys, 50 minutes. Kurt, if you're free, bro, it's just today. I think it's just me. All the boys are traveling, so feel free to pull up on the DCX Live analysis session. And we'll continue the conversation.
I have to see how I feel now. You guys, Maurice going to feed you pizza now. I don't know if I can handle it.
I'll FaceTime you. Let's end the go live and I'll get you you can sit at the table with us.
All right, man.
All right, boys. All right, guys. Have a great day. Watch the replay. Have your teams come back to this and watch this relaunch of what happened this weekend. Much love.
Let's go. All right, family. I appreciate you guys hanging out with us as always, man. It's always a vibe. Every time it's a vibe. I had to turn my hat backwards, too. I was like, everybody got their hats backwards. Oh, my hat to be backwards, too. Man, everybody was all swagged up. See here. Don't do it, Kurt. Oh, man. Nah, it's a whole vibe. Let me see here. All right, family. So I appreciate you guys. Yeah, we got the DCX futures or DCX live analysis coming up in less than an hour. Mike's going to FaceTime me eating pizza, and I'm going to be sitting here hungry. So we're going to go ahead and get that done. Get it hungry because we're going to hungry. All right, man. Y'all don't get it. All right, so we're going to wrap up here, family. I appreciate you guys. I will see you guys in a little while. Plus, I got, 9 p.m. with you guys. I'll be doing Mindset, so definitely looking forward to that. Absolutely, I'm doing Mindset for sure. All right, family. So with all that being said, I appreciate you guys. And as usual, and as always, stay patient, stay disciplined, and the gains will come. We out. And, oh, yeah. Good night, everybody. Stay blessed, family. Love you guys. Get this bag. Let's go. Let's go.